people returned to their hometown to be taxed, registered for tax. And that town was Bethlehem. Mary and Joseph lived up in the northern part of this country called Galilee. From Galilee all the way down to Bethlehem in Jordan, in Bethlehem, Judah, was approximately 80 to 100 miles. That would have took them over 2 weeks to travel that far. Now, tradition shows Mary riding a donkey and Joseph walking, leading her. We don't know how they got there, but if that's true, it would take a long time to go that far. And remember, she's expecting and ready to deliver at any moment. Any moment she could be delivered. So I don't believe God, in his behind-the-scenes working, would have Caesar Augustus to set a date to have everybody travel all the way back, some further than 100 miles, to be registered at their hometown for taxing in the dead of winter, especially on December the 25th. This coming Sunday will not be December the 25th, but it's close. It's supposed to be 0 weather in the morning, wind chills 17 below, with 3 to 5 inches of snow. It gets that cold in the Middle East. It snows in the Middle East. So I don't believe God would orchestrate a plan where they would have to travel. A pregnant girl, approximately 16 years old, would travel from 80 to 100 miles in the dead of winter. Secondly, the second reason, the shepherds were abiding their fields. Abiding means to stay with, sleep with. They would not be that out in the fields in the dead of winter. Maybe in the spring where there's grass growing, fresh grass, but not in the dead of winter. So there's sort of things that we hear about Christmas that is just tradition, but not truth of the Bible. We're going to stick with the Bible. What does the Bible say about Christmas? I'm preaching on the subject, the shepherds. Why the shepherds? To announce the greatest announcement ever made. The shepherds made the most famous announcement to be made, the birth of Jesus. Why shepherds and why not us? That's my sermon. Why shepherds and why not us? Let me tell you something about shepherds. I ask you to turn first of all to Genesis chapter 46, and so let's look there. Genesis chapter 46 and verse 33. And it shall come to pass, now this is a prophecy, it shall come to pass when Pharaoh shall call you, and now this is Joseph, not the father, legal father of Jesus, but Joseph of Jacob and Isaac,